Let's get physical, it's Jordan here, back again with this week's update on all the physical releases coming to the Switch, August the 28th until September the 1st. Kicking off this week's physical game releases, Rhapsody, Marl, Kingdom Chronicles, and boy do I hope this is a success. So I got a review code for this a couple of weeks back. It is a double pack of Rhapsody 2 and 3, both of which never released in the West until now. If you remember, Rhapsody 1 was part of Volume 3 of the Trine Presents thing, and having played none of them till this point, I did play Rhapsody 2 for like an hour and I fell in love with it. So much so, I had to stop playing it because I wanted to play the first game first. I can instantly tell this is going to be a big favourite of mine. These are cute JRPGs that have a musical theme to them. It's literally, it feels like playing a JRPG inspired by 90s Disney cartoons, you know, when they used to be good. As I said, I've not played far, like an hour, maybe two at a push, so maybe it messes the bed a few hours in, but so far I am captivated. And yeah, even though I have a review code, I just bought it physically as well because it's so damn charming. This is peak NIS America. And our executive producers Issa, Feig, and Parsnip Coffee have chosen this as their pick of the week. And if you want to order this or any of the retail releases in this episode, check the links below. You can purchase from VGP and support us at the same time. They have free shipping, over 80 Canadian bucks worldwide, and if you purchase anything with our links, you can be in with a chance of winning a $10 discount coupon each week, and this week's winner is Costa T. Congratulations, Costa. I know already you got your coupon because you messaged me saying thank you. But no, thank you for supporting us. Samba de Amigo Party Central is releasing this week. This is almost surreal, seeing Samba de Amigo returning to consoles after so long away. This was originally a Dreamcast game, or I guess it wouldn't surprise me if it was also arcade first, but whatever. I hope it's as awesome as it was on the Dreamcast, and more awesome than it was on the Wii, which that was probably one of the biggest downgrades in human history. It's been a long time since I played the original, but since I am on a mission to complete every Dreamcast game, I will be playing this again at some point, and I am looking forward to it. Although I did notice they took away his goddamn sombrero. Like, how can one party without a sombrero? It's law. And our executive producers Boombox, Jennifer M, and Vey have chosen this as their pick of the week. Taito Milestones 2 is releasing at retail this week, featuring 10 more ancient arcade games from Taito that aren't their most famous ones. You get classics such as Solitary Fighter, Metal Black, and other games we've never heard of. 10 games for 40 bucks, is it 40 bucks? Of course, you have to remember if this was a PlayStation 2 release, it would have been like 50 games for 20 bucks, but this is 2023, where everything and everyone is worth £1 billion. I'm looking at this list and I'm only seeing like Kiki Kai Kai and Gradius 2 as being the ones that I would like to have, so yeah, this is a pass for me until it goes for 20 bucks, which if the original is anything to go by, yeah, just wait 6 months, you will get this way cheaper. Agatha Christie, Hercule Poirot, The London Case, is one of 2 Poirot games releasing this year. What's going on? This one seems to be from a classic isometric perspective, a bit of point and clicking, and the occasional French quip. Why does he never speak Dutch? I thought that was like law in Belgium that you must speak 50% of each language, otherwise your tongue gets ripped out. Or at least shunned from society, which sounds great to be frank. You get it? Dutch, French, Franks, the Frankish language. That joke would be better if I actually knew what I was talking about. And our executive producer Alex M has chosen this as his pick of the week. Daymare 1994 Sandcastle is finally releasing this week after being delayed quite a while. I almost featured it in an episode like half a year ago. Daymare 1994 is a prequel to the equally unheard of Daymare 1998. Anyone? I don't know. It's a third-person, story-driven survival horror game, which sounds great until you see it's published by Funbox Media, whose products, they come in 2 forms, saucy, nutty cheapo crapo, and just cheapo crapo. Sometimes, in the case of Waifu Uncovered, both. So I wonder where this is going to fit in. I always thought they should like branch out and try to publish, you know, like good games. I don't know. Just hire me, Funbox, hire me, okay? Give me a pile of cash and I will turn your reputation around. You'll get all the weebs, but the weebs with class. And with class comes cold hard cash. I will make it happen. Trine 5, A Clockwork Conspiracy, is releasing this week. Interestingly, this is very reasonably priced. It's priced like way lower than Trine 4 was, so that could mean like two things. One, their new publisher isn't greedy, or two, it's more pared back compared to the previous game, maybe less ambitious. But either way, I'm not complaining. I am all for games being cheaper, and this looks to be kind of more of the same, like fantasy side-scrolling, lots of magical feeling to it, and you can play with up to 4 players. It looks pretty sweet, and the last one I played on my Wii U, when there was nothing else to play, it was alright. And our executive producers God of Resin, Punky Dooster, Dane Wilkinson, Thorn Metal Luna, and Instacritic have chosen this as their pick of the week. The Legend of Bumbo is releasing in the US this week via Nicholas's web store, and I think Best Buy will have it as well. Again, Nicholas really don't enjoy sharing their awesome games with Europe, which, I'll always find sad. I mean, say what you want about the company, they have the games to power through the controversy. Anyways, this looked to be an RPG, but made out of cardboard. However, I then read the Steam store page and it says, puzzle-based deck-building roguelike. Why you always gotta ruin such a good thing? This is a prequel to The Binding of Isaac, probably before it got to the, too much information about your childhood phase of the story. It does look good though, definitely cracked the style there. And also, a quick mention to a few late releases. The Last Worker is releasing in the US this week. It's been out in Europe for like half a year now. It's the perfect antidote to those who despise capitalism, while playing a game full of famous actors who got paid lots of money to do voice work. Just don't think about it, guys. Noob the Factionless is a cheap RPG thing from Microids. This has also been out in Europe for a few weeks already. And finally, Norn 9 Last Era. I guess it got pushed back a week at the last minute, or maybe the listing I looked at was just plain wrong. I'll never know because I don't care to know. Shotgun King, the final Checkmate, available for pre-order right now. This is a mix of twin-stick shooter with chess, which sounds weird because it's weird. It's chess if you brought a shotgun to the match, which if I ever did become a professional chess player, that would be my primary tactic. They'd be more than eager to hand over my winnings alongside everyone else's. From what I gather, you don't really need to know much about chess. It's kind of light in that aspect. I don't know anything about chess, which is a bit worrying because at some point I do plan on reviewing every Star Wars console game, and there is a big chess-sized shadow lurking in my brain because of Star Wars Chess on the Sega CD. So I'm either going to have to learn chess or bring in a guest content creator who can actually play chess and, analyze the game. Anyways, you can pre-order this right now and you can get 10% off with our code SWatch10. Just remember to click our links first. If you live in North America, VGP, they have links as well. Mythforce is limited runs released this week. I think I remember seeing this in a Nintendo Direct one time. This is like stepping into a Saturday morning cartoon. This is a first-person action roguelike where you and 3 friends delve into ever-changing dungeons and loot the place dry while fighting those pesky skeletons. It looks good. Maybe like a modern-day Gauntlet Legends, but for 40-year-olds who wish they could watch Saturday morning cartoons rather than taking their kids to football practice. We've all been there. It's not something I would probably play, but I have to admit, it looks nicely polished. And our executive producers Cartoon Soren, Totally Grateful, and the Robotech have chosen this as their pick of the week. Alright, the import section, it's Play Asia territory. As always, if you want to import anything from Play Asia, please click the link below and also use our discount code SWTV23. Now, there's not that much this week. There's only Startup Company, as probably the only one you'd want to import this week. Yeah, it's a Play Asia exclusive. It's their 3rd one under their own venture, and it's exactly what it says on the tin. While I'm not massively excited for this one, I do like their methods. Announce it early in the month, ship it at the end of the month. That's good stuff. There's a standard and collector's edition available. And Japan also has these, one of which has English, but we have it already. The other 3, they do not have English. Now, before we get into this week's Community Spotlight, I just want to give you a quick heads up about a really nice sale going on at Serenity Forge. Serenity Forge are one of our affiliate partners, and they have a great bunch of stuff on their website on a discount to end the summer. And I'm not going to go through all of them, but firstly, they found some of those sweet packs exclusive variants of Art of Rally and Absolute Drift, the double pack with the amazing artwork. And the package has like $10 off. Or maybe you can buy the normal ones individually for just 20 bucks each. That's pretty good. Speaking of 20 bucks, you can pay that price for Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator. I don't know why I find that so difficult to say, but you can get that for 20 bucks. Or 5 bucks more for its special variants. They got a lot of good stuff, and the sale should be live at the time of making this, so click the link below to see what takes your fancy, and yeah, thank you for your support. Alright, on to you lot. Ashura G sent in this photo showing off the lovely looking Rhapsody collection, which came in. Mine was delivered too, but I had it delivered to my mom's house because I can't be dealing with Chinese customs. Bearstow sent in this photo showing off some awesome new JRPG goodness from Square and Atlas. What a great time for fans of the genre, both new and old are amazing on the Switch. Executive producer Cartoon Soren sent in this photo showing off Lost Words, which was distributed by a limited run in North America. Sadly, Europe had to settle for a code in a box bullshit for this one. I don't know, I felt like really weird about saying bullshit then for some reason. The YouTube censors, they're getting to me. Chocoloco James got in the much cultured double helping of sense. It's funny it's called sense, since last time I saw boobs, my senses disappeared. It's weird, isn't it? Executive producer Feig sent in this photo showing off one of my favourite Switch games, Three Kingdoms 14. I'm literally the only person who's ever said that. Executive producer Instacritic sent in this photo with another interesting import, Fortress S. I have no idea if it's any good, but it does look fun, and I would like to try it someday. Executive producer Jennifer M sent in this photo with the Asian double pack of the Tristia games, which I definitely want to get, but they're just kind of expensive right now. And sadly, the publisher, they are a nightmare to contact, so I can't even get like a review code from them. How do these people do business? Manji sent in this photo showing off the super cheap imports surrounding Ikaruga. All of them were discounted very recently at Play Asia, so yeah, all for a price you couldn't say no to. Needless Dragon showed off Arrowheart alongside the inspiration for its artwork. I mean, they could have tried to hide it a bit, but you know, oh well, Nintendo approved this damn cover, so they can't complain. Executive producer Offphone sent in this photo with a couple of recent big name titles, at least considering the slight drought in releases this summer, but I suspect we'll be seeing a lot of these over the coming weeks. Executive producer Precision Plague picked up these games. Actually looks like they got in a shipment from Limited Run. They all had these if memory serves me well, although shady part of me, I totally forgot that existed. Truffler sent in this photo showing off a couple of purchases from Strictly Limited's partner store with their collector's editions. East Origins, I'm definitely going to get to that one day. Executive producer Vey, my man in Japan, sent in this photo with the collector's edition of Unreal Life, which looks unbelievably super shiny. I love it. Why didn't they advertise that as being super shiny? That's all I need. And remember, it does have English, and Play Asia still have some copies available at the time of making this video on Saturday. Alright, let's have a roundup. Andrew R. Elissa. Gundam Wing Zero. Kreselak. Lencho. McLaren. Pabs. Professor Reno. Radio to Rancid. Shlomo. Alright, please send me your pictures on Twitter. DM me. My Twitter is SoWhatAboutGame. You can email it to me, switchwatchspotlight@gmail.com. And we have a Discord. The server link is below. Please only send me one picture per week. I would greatly appreciate that. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you watched all the way through, please leave me a musical. Okay, give me something musical, a musical note in honor of Rhapsody, because I am in love with that series, even though I've only played one of the games for an hour, but you know, that can happen. Alright, special thanks to our executive producers as always, Dane Wilkinson, God of Resin, Boombox, Brent McLean, Santa Tartaruga, Alexander Cato, JCross7776, Punky Dooster, Cartoon Siren, Robotech, Z, Raven Knight, Thorn Metal Luna, Parsnip Coffee, Issa, Vey, Mental Traveler, Offphone, Jennifer M, Instacritic, Precision Play, Karacha, Uzgolo, Totally Grateful, and Alex M. Please go check out some of our other stuff. We didn't have a lot of stuff going out last week. We had like the 8-Bit Dough the controller thing. And yeah, this week we've got Bridge Curse Road to Salvation. That review's coming out. I think it's on Thursday. And also, don't forget to check out my other channel, A Bit More Jordan, for a lot more me. I'm playing a lot of Dreamcast games on my Patreon. I've published 3 videos about me trying to complete the, loads of Dreamcast games. I've completed 3 so far. It's on Patreon. They won't be public until I've made quite a few of them. I want to get like loads of them ready and edited, then I'll make them public. But for now, they're on my Patreon if you want to go there and support me as well. It's up to you. Do what you want. Goodbye.